Happy Halloween, motherfuckers. Hope you're having a good October so far. Today I'm going to be reacting to the Angry Video Game Nerd, more specifically the classic AVGN episode on the Halloween video game for the Atari 2600, and of the classic Halloween AVGN episodes. This is one I've actually never gotten to watching the full version of. Just, never got around to it, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. I've seen his other classic Halloween episodes, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and those were pretty fucking impressive. Had good amateur production quality to them. Pretty funny, and I'm really curious to see just how they made a video game for Halloween on the Atari, just because of the limited graphics. And I've done a few reactions to James Rolfe's work as the nerd. This is the second time I'm going solo, just because everybody's got their lives and COVID. So, without further ado, let's watch and see if the classic AVGN still holds up over 12 years later. Episode 36. You know this is old. Fun little play on the Halloween music. Oh, you know this is really old when you see Screw Attack appear. While seeing his angry mug just slowly zoom in.
Well, it's Halloween and I gotta go babysit. Yeah, of all things, I gotta go watch some little shitheads for the night. But for the meantime, I'll show you a
I'm sure he's the person I trust with kids.
movie turned into a real shit bomb. The first thing that bothers me is the actual manual. Halloween, Halloween. Just in case we didn't see it the first time. It says, a homicidal maniac has escaped from a mental institution. You mean Michael Myers? You control the babysitter character. You mean Laurie Strode? Guess they had some sort of copyright problem. Now, Exhibit B. What is this? Is this a bootleg? You'd think, right? But no, this is the real game. They actually sold this. Now, not every cartridge of Halloween was like this, but as Wizard Video Games was liquidating their inventory, they started doing this to minimize costs. Have you ever heard of a video game company that was cheap enough to just use a marker and write the name of the game on it?
Well, might as well use crayon.
To kind of keep with the Halloween theme. Pop this fucker in, you start it up, and
there it
you
is.
go. That's Halloween on the Atari 2600. You play as the babysitter, which we already established. We assume it's Laurie Strode. That's Jamie Lee Curtis from the movie. But whatever. All we know is that you're trying to get away from Michael Myers and save all these kids that you're babysitting. Coming off of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, you might be pretty disappointed that you don't play as the killer this time, and that only makes the game even more boring. As far as the graphics go, it's pretty fair for 1983, but what kind of house is this where you're babysitting? There's no furniture whatsoever. The carpet is puke green and shit brown. The walls go from blue to hot pink, purple, green, and peach. Who the fuck decorated this place? Some retarded Atari rejects? The idea of the game is that you're running around
Old school,
babysitting an infinite number of kids, and every now and then Michael Myers comes out jabbing his knife in a sort of robotic kind of way. Like in the movies, he's real slow, so if you use any common sense, you're not going to get killed. But he can also kill the kids. If he kills you, you lose a life, indicated by the jack-o'-lanterns.
Killing kids.
And if he kills
Game's
kids,
got balls.
nothing really seems to happen, but the goal is to get the kids and lead them to either corner of this house, whether it's the far left or the far right. Now, I don't know how the hell these rooms are supposed to be safe. It's not like you lock them in. There isn't even a door, so I guess Michael Myers just doesn't like to go in those last rooms. And each time you deliver a kid, you get 675 points. Why that number? I don't know. Now, I didn't really count, but there's something like 8 rooms. And you can also go on the top floor, but apparently this floor has really bad electrical problems because it keeps going dark, which is really fucking annoying. Hate this shit. You know, all these colored rooms kind of remind me of the Poe story, Mask of the Red Death. But anyway,
I'm going with a
But
baton.
I care. So anyway, you grab this thing, which magically turns into a tiny green thing. Why the hell does it completely change in shape and color when you're holding it? But moving on, Michael Myers shows up and you can attack him with it or just hold it out and he'll walk into it on his own. Then he runs away and I'm just chasing him because I feel like it. You know, I just realized she's actually taller than him. And if you count that red blob of a skirt, she's wider too. That's a real threatening killer. So, of course I gotta mention the Halloween music that plays every time when Michael Myers is on the screen. It's cool to hear it the first time in all its Atari glory, but can it fucking stop? After a while, it's like piercing your brain. So, that's about it. All I got left to show you is what happens when you die. It's fucking hilarious. Your head disappears and you run around spurting pixelated blood out of your neck. What you're looking at
This game isn't so lame after all.
It's by far the most amusing part of the game, and after only a few minutes, you'll find yourself doing this deliberately. Come on, kill the kid, kill the kid. Yeah. Get him.
Wow.
There you go. Alright, now get me. Get me. Alright, now, that's enough. You know?
A game where you play to lose.
I remember once long ago, I had this game in my possession. I just remember seeing this blank cartridge for a pale, emotionless game with the dullest graphics, the most awful gameplay. I spent 8 years trying to figure it out, and another 7 trying to keep it locked in my closet because I realized what was living behind that game was simply evil. Oh, you want some trick or treat? Okay, here's some trick or treat for you.
James loves the shit jokes.
There you go, you little fuckers. There's some chocolate for you.
That's not chocolate, that's poop.
It's not chocolate, nor is it poop. It's shit.
It's his delivery that makes it work.
Hey, wait, I got something for you too. A shitty game.
What the heck is this?
It's an Atari game.
The heck is an Atari? Nope.
Oh, you don't know what Atari is? Oh, okay, hang on a second.
First you pull my back, and now you don't give me any time to start.
There you go, have fun.
Oh, hey, you don't want to give that up.
Well, now that I got that piece of shit off my hands, how about we check out a couple more? I mean, I got a little extra time before I gotta go babysit, and after all, it is Halloween, so how about a bonus? Boom! Haunted house!
Oh, so it's
Pretty
multiple
scary.
games in one
Yeah,
episode.
what the fuck is this shit? I'm a pair of eyes going around. Oh god. Boom! Well, anyway, I'm guessing that you're not really a pair of eyes, but it's just common
Looks
fact
like teeth.
that in the dark, the only thing you can see are someone's eyes.
That's creepy.
It's meatwad. Yeah, it's fucking meatwad. Now, I believe you're supposed to be lighting a match here, but this aura of light that surrounds you makes me imagine it as some sort of body attached to these eyeballs. Now, while this match
Oh, I can see other eyes.
the rest of your body, whatever it's really supposed to look like, it actually helps you find items, and the goal is to collect pieces of an urn. Ooh, so now it's the Twilight Zone.
Seizure
Well, go around
zone.
watching out for ghosts, bats, and spiders. It couldn't possibly be any more cliche. Ooh, blown up by the ghost. As the levels progressed, you can't see the walls. The game's gotten even darker, that's right. It's gotten darker than dark. The graphics were pretty boring beforehand, but now there's hardly a damn thing on the screen but black. Gee, this is fun. Well,
What's next?
we have time for one more. Let's see.
Oh, not until the movie. Oh.
How about Frankenstein's monster? It's alive! It's alive! How about its ass? Its ass! Actually, it's pretty stunning. I mean, as far as graphics go, there's a lot going on. The platforms sort of have a gradient shadow effect, and it's just got a really busy environment for an Atari game, and especially after looking at Haunted House. Well, that's the Frankenstein monster. Why is he white?
Sounds kind of lame. No payoff.
That, I guess. Don't really expect much, but who the hell are you supposed to be? Just this regular guy in a baseball cap? Well, anyway, nothing in this game seems to kill you except for the water. You fall in the water, you die. You get touched by anything else, it just freezes you for a second. So, the goal is to keep collecting these blocks to build a wall and trap the monster. So, you get the block, then you go back up where you started, and then, oh fuck! What the shit is this? Look at all these goddamn bats! What the hell's going on? Never have I had to dodge such a relentless onslaught of vampire bats. Have mercy. So, then you just keep
Compared to
going back
what?
and forth, getting that block over and over again. Now, one thing that kind of bothers me is this area up to the left. You can't even go there. You can't pass through this green shit, and you might think you can exit one side of the screen and come out the other, like in many games. But no, that doesn't happen here. So this spot, as far as I know, is just a waste. But the worst thing is the jump precision. Here we go, jump. Alright, now jump. Ah, fuck!
That looks frustrating.
Hook on! Well, now that's my cue to get the fuck out of here and go babysit.
So, Michael coming back?
Alright, those bastards.
Wait. I was suspecting that.
Look, it's the poopy man.
No, the poopy man's more like the poopy man. He's gonna get you if you don't turn off this game.
Play game.
No, I played the game enough tonight.
Play the
No.
game. Play the game. Play the game.
Alright, I'll play the game.
You suck, and you smell like poop. You stink. Shut up. You suck. You suck.
Stop. It's okay. It's okay. You got a basement?
Yeah.
A circuit breaker?
Yeah.
Okay, alright then.
Of course. Yeah.
Who's Easter?
Never seen an Atari box that big. It was actually a fun rendition of the theme. It's gonna drive him even crazier.
that the poopy man?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh.
Hey, call the police. Tell the sheriff he's on the loose.
Is this some kind of a joke? I've been trick-or-treated like shit tonight.
You don't know what shit is.
2007. I wonder if there's an after credit scene. Usually is. Colin Drum. Pretty good cover. That was pretty enjoyable. I'm not sure it's better than the Nightmare or Friday episodes, but it was pretty enjoyable. Definitely had a lot more than what I was expecting. The second and third games he brought out were interesting touches, I guess, but it felt like a little bit like it needed to pad out the episode. But yeah, the game looks a little confusing, like most Atari games, but the part where we see the headless kids spurting blood, that looks pretty fucking funny. And man, it's crazy to look at James Rolfe then and James Rolfe now and just see how much this guy has aged. I mean, he still looks like himself, but he's definitely a lot skinnier back in the day. His eyes, teeth kind of stick out more, I guess, due to the thin frame, and this is before he started growing the extra hair out to cover the receding hairline. And the parts with the little kids who, let's see here, see their relatives, Michael Mulvey and Liam Mulvey, and Nicole Mulvey as the neighbor. I'm not familiar with the name Mulvey, but I'm guessing family or friends of Rolfe. And the little kids, they're not very good in their line delivery, and I know they're little kids, but there are some really good child actors. But anyway, I didn't think their line delivery was that great, but the parts where they were whacking the nerd in the head and punching Michael Myers, that was fucking great. I love those parts, and that little blooper at the end, it was funny and kind of cute. And the part where he shits in the bag, that can be expected. James Rolfe, along with Trauma, is really into the shit humor. And I'm personally not the biggest fan of that kind of humor, but Rolfe has shown that he can do it pretty well. And this isn't the funniest shit joke, but the part where he's shitting in the bag, that wasn't the best part. But when he whacks Michael Myers in the head, yeah, I like that bit. And I was thinking of saying it, but I thought I'd wait till later. Still not as embarrassing as being shocked to death in the groin by Busta Rhymes. I liked how he made a big deal out of this episode and gave it more than just going over the game and making his jokes. And yeah, overall it was a lot of fun. Wish I had someone else to watch with me, but again, busy times and pandemic. And I don't know if you can tell, but I am really hot. It should not be this fucking hot in October as of when I'm filming this. And speaking of which, if anyone wants to know what I think of the new Halloween movie, Halloween Kills, that just came out, I haven't seen it yet as of doing this video, but I will film a vlog review after I see it in the theater, and it should be up on my main YouTube channel in a day or two after I see it, so go to my other channel, look for that. And Hope you've had a great month of horror, and once again, happy Halloween.